A local family is hoping that someone can come forward with new evidence in the case of a shooting that resulted in the death of a husband and father. In January, I told you about the family of Patrick Leroy Linning. On a Saturday in July of 2021, the video you're looking at here, he went with his adult daughter to Kansas City, Kansas to help her complete the purchase of a car. They met the seller in the parking lot of a bank on State Avenue. And while they were there, gunfire broke out in a nearby sporting goods store after an altercation inside. One of the people involved in that, fleeing from the gunshots, drove his car into the bank parking lot, crashed into another car, and that hit Mr. Linning. Linning died at the hospital that day. So last week, I sat down with his daughter for the first time, whose memory is still scarred with what happened.
I just remember it so clearly, everything that had happened, just hearing the gunshots and our reaction to it, and then seeing the car coming, and then I remember everything that I said to him when he got out of the car.
Now, I've been working with this family for more than a year as they've waited for answers. They got one in January, more than 4 years after the fact, when this man, Angelo Hill, was charged with Linning's murder, as well as criminal discharge of a firearm and aggravated assault. Authorities allege that Hill was the man firing shots in the nearby store. Hill is actually in prison already in another state on a separate conviction, but so far, no one else has been charged with a crime, including the driver who hit and killed Linning, and who Samantha tells me she actually held at the scene until police arrived there. Now, I spoke with the cold case unit of KCK PD last week as well. They helped get this investigation to this point about the case itself and the likelihood of more charges being filed, including against that driver.
A complex case in the fact that there were so many different things that happened, or a chain of events that happened, that might lead you in one direction and when you should be going in a different one. And so it was trying to put those pieces together and follow that. We are charging based on what we have links to. And right now that person is not being charged. And I won't say never, but it could change. But right now it does not appear that that's happening.
Now, Linning's family tells me that they are thankful for the work that has been done, but they still feel that more is possible.
I am very antsy again right now. I'm not sleeping again at night. I lost a lot of motivation. So I feel like I moved forward, but then I've gone backwards again. I want to be more clearly informed when things are happening in my life and just not be on hold. I keep looking at for case numbers because that's causing even more anxiety. What happens now with Mr. Hill?
If anybody has a tip for what really went down that day, you have any connection to the individuals that were there that day, now is your time to come forward and speak.
Now, I've asked the Wyandotte County District Attorney's Office for an interview on this case. They have declined. On Tuesday afternoon, the Linnings met with the DA in Wyandotte County to get more clarity on the charges they have and have not filed. Last night after that meeting, Patty called me and told me that she feels better about the state of the case after the meeting and that the DA intends to bring Hill back to Wyandotte County to face trial. If you know anything about what happened that day, I know it was a while back, July of 2021, July 3rd actually, it was a Saturday afternoon. Police tell me that there were multiple people involved that day that were there in the store. If you know anything about that, you can call the Crime Stoppers Tips hotline, 816-474-TIPS, not the same as calling police. Calling this number is how you stay anonymous and make yourself eligible for a cash reward. You don't have to give your name to get that money either. You call this number, you never give your name.